put on your seatbelt. Okay, we do not want to be thrown from the vehicle. Next, we want to adjust our seat, lock our door. We want to frame the rear window in the mirror. So when you're driving, you can look up and see. It's really important that you're comfortable. On that first drive, you're going to be really nervous. We want to adjust our passenger side mirror. We're in America, so our steering wheel is on the left. We drive on the right, so our mirrors are adjusted. Next, we have a key. We want to put our foot on the brake, turn the key forward to hear the car start. It has been 95 to 100 degrees in the Midwest. We want to breathe for a second. You're going to be really nervous out here on the road. So I want to remind you, just be patient, take your time, and really breathe, okay? It's really important that you breathe, that you understand the goals, that we're trying to teach you as an adult how to drive. We want to make sure everything is good around our car. We're going to use our blinker and put the car into drive. And then we're going to move off. I turn on my blinker. I looked over at my shoulder. Important that we do that and that we take our time. You will be stressed when you go out onto the road. So we're going to take you through some basic maneuvers, what you have to do, and why it's important that you watch these videos to learn. We want to stop just before the stop sign and stop. Now we're going to have to move ahead. It's called showing the car. Oh my God, all this construction. Oh, this construction is so bad. So we just want to take our time, move straight ahead, be patient. And we're going about 20 miles an hour, which is fine for a first drive out on the road. We want to keep good speed and good space. When you see the red light, you want to squeeze your brake. Let's talk about what these pavement markings mean. We have a broken white line. The broken white line means that you can change lanes, but they're doing construction on the right lane. We have construction barrels. And then we have a solid yellow line. So that solid yellow lines, or those lines, mean you can turn left only. They're not for driving straight down the road. We have pedestrians walking to the right. We just want to take our time. We're going to use the ball of our foot, squeeze the brake. We're going to be waiting for some other people to pop in. So I want to stop behind the stop bar or stop line. We have a protected left turn. It just turned yellow. And then it will turn red, so this means you cannot turn. You will feel a little bit of stress and anxiety when you get into the vehicle. As an instructor, my job is to make you feel comfortable. It's to help you feel comfortable and safe. And if you feel comfortable and safe, you're going to do well. Thought that was a RoboCab. It was not. It's a Tesla. There are a lot of Teslas around, full driving FDS. So we want to learn how to drive before we even step to that type of technology. But it will come in and trickle down to driver's education. I look left and right, and I accelerate. I lift my foot at about 40 miles an hour, but I want to be about 45. We're just trying to take our time, be comfortable. It's really important that we are comfortable in the car. There's a lot of construction. I didn't plan for all this construction, but you always have to be prepared. And we want to drop down to 45 miles an hour. The workers are doing their job, and we got to be safe. I think they're widening the road. This is your typical industrial business area. We're out of the residential, so the speeds are a little bit different. We have deliveries, Amazon Prime. There's a fire station ahead. There's a lot of information that you need to learn. We see cars to the left, trucks, minivans. I'm going to lift my foot so we don't hit this minivan, and we want to take our time and keep our space. I'm on a car lane for every 10 miles an hour. I'm at 40, 1001, 1002, 1003. Good morning, my brother. How are you doing today? It's been a long hot summer so far, teaching a lot of adults and teens how to drive. Making sure we have good space. And I'm just trying to look ahead and keep good speed and good space and not tailgate. This is like any other area in the United States. You have used cars, you have restaurants, shopping centers, strip malls. Those are great areas to take beginning drivers because you can make a lot of right turns, left turns, get stall parking, angle parking, parallel parking. But I'm trying to be careful because a lot of people don't use blinkers. So you want to keep space. And then I want to get all the way to the left lane. I see the pedestrian in the blue. Oh man, I'm stuck now. So the pedestrian didn't mess me up, but he messed me up. So this is a left turn lane. I'm going to wait for traffic. Then when it's clear, I'm going to make my left turn into the driveway. It's a nice motorcycle. Okay, it's clear. I'm going to go up real easy. I'm going to go up at an angle. All right, this is a restaurant area. You got Chick-fil-A, you got Coney Island. So we want to take our time and go around really slow. You're going to have to know how to get gas, go through a drive-through. Those are...
Hi,
Hi, I have a carry-out for Pam.
all around, please.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go around really easy. I'm going to go slow. I want to show you this so I don't hit the building. So if I overturn, I'm going to hit the building. So I want to line up at the window. It is a little stressful. You got to calm down and relax. Trust me on this.
Hi,
Hey.
3286 Myles. How are you?
Fine. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I got it. Yes. Ooh, I almost spilled this. So you got to know how to go through a drive-through, and sometimes these seatbelts twist up. I don't like it. I'm just trying to take my time. How you guys doing? Where you're from? I'm from the Midwest. Put in where you're from. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate you. It's really bright today. I got the Meta Ray-Bans on. They're really nice. And if you're a content creator, you need to get a pair of these. They are really great for content. And then Meta has a new, they did a collaboration with Oakley. So I think I might get the white pair. They have a longer runtime and a few more features. So I'm definitely going to step to those. There's some off-brands too. I might get an off-brand because, you know, these get damaged. Thank you.
Myles.
Bye.
Have a good one, honey.
You too. So it's always nice when people know you and they say hi, right? you've got to go and get food and run errands and groceries because you guys are going to be doing it for your parents and yourself unless you pay for someone, and that's quite expensive. All right, let's talk about this left turn here. I'm deliberately going to make a left turn because it's harder. I'm legal to do it, and I want to show you. So I'm looking for a gap in traffic, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. And then here's my gap. And you see me, look, you have to do this. If not, you're going to get hit. Typically anywhere in the United States, we got Oga's, we got Mattress Firm, we got CVS. You know, these are the typical places and stores you have. We have Myles, Home Depot, Lowe's. We got a green arrow, and I still can turn now yellow. There's a police situation here. I don't want to hit the pedestrian. Something going on here. But this area is like any other area in the United States. You got Panda Express, okay? Got White Castle Fart Burgers. You got King of Burgers. We have a client that did get struck here, but they were okay, but their car was totaled. There's the White Castle Fart Burgers. There's Starbucks Bucks, Applebee's, Target. You know what I'm saying. These are these typical places in the United States. That white truck is just bullying everyone. There's the Ups man. So I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze my brakes. So this is how accidents happen. See how the intersection's kind of blocked? So if you're not savvy enough and you make a mistake, I'm going to go ahead and go up to the light. And I'm going to get you through a roundabout. So you got to use your blinker. Got the lady walking. And it's, okay, I think that's the lady. Sorry about that. And you got to go through. So this is through your typical, there's Aldi's, there's Lowe's. I take clients on this road. It's really curvy. You got to look ahead, but the pavement markings are worn out. It's hard to see, just like any other place in the United States, but we're not going to make excuses. Affordable denture implants, no thank you. Okay, my grill is beautiful. I floss and brush. In fact, I do have an electric toothbrush, so you got to take care of your teeth. So we're maintaining good speed. I saw a new special Best Buy. It wasn't that good. I'm wondering how long they're going to be here. I only go in there when I'm desperate for electronics. So here's a roundabout. Now, I'm just being real. I'm not going to lie. Here's a roundabout. We got to go and yield. I had a young man have a panic attack. He almost hit the curb to the right. So I got to squeeze brakes, come up and yield. I look left and right. I look left and right, and then I go through. I'm looking to the left because I'm going to the left. And then I go around, and then I'm good. So this S-curve is really good for beginners. It's a lot of good work. And then I'm going to come up, and I'm going to make a right turn. So you can see it takes about 10 minutes before you relax, feel comfortable. Should you be driving like this? Probably not. You'll be slower, and then I got to stop. There's my green turning arrow. Right through the turn. And then you can see these burnout marks. People were here racing. And I'm maintaining good speed. You want to stay in the groove. There's a groove here to the right. There's a groove here to the left. Sorry about the bumps. Our infrastructure is terrible, but I have a better camera holder, so it's not as bumpy, but it's still not the quality that I want. Okay, we got to make a left turn. We're going to merge in here. This is for left turns only. And we come up and squeeze the brake real soft. Now, I wanted to speak on this. I had a young man who was 20 years old. He took 3 lessons from me, then he disappeared. You, all of you, need to make driving a priority. If driving is not a priority, you're not going to learn. You got to make a commitment to driving. Every 6 weeks, I drive a group of 30 or 40 adults and teens, and I take you through that journey. So make a commitment to learn how to drive. In these tutorials, I will talk about it, break it down. I'll give you the reality. Okay, you're going to have a job. You got to have a job if you want to be with me. What does this mean? You got to have a job, my girl. You got to have a job, my boy. Putting gas in your car, insurance, tires, brakes. You're like, no. What's up, E? How you doing? Okay, I'm here getting some breakfast. You're doing a quick tutorial. How you doing, my girl? Okay, yeah, you got to have a job, girl. Come on. I worked like 80 hours. I got a nice check. Almost 3K after taxes, 2,800. But we got to pay bills. You know, I ain't playing, girl. Come on. Order some new stuff. You know, everything is going pretty good. Son came back from Texas, went to, they won the Arena Ball Championship. He got 2K for that. Okay, I'm going to make a left. He got 2K. And then he went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He was supposed to get 500, but he got 250 for playing in a game. He had 3 sacks. So what he's trying to do is manifest getting back to the UFL or maybe an NFL trial. It's tough. It's tough, right? I'm not mad. He's trying to live his dream, but at one point, you got to start working. You know, I tried out for a couple NFL teams, a couple Canadian teams, a couple arena teams, and then I decided I was done. I called my girlfriend, now wife, and I said, I'm done. She said, come on home, baby. I'm like, bet. Came home, got my other degree, started working, stacking money, doing driver's ed, and then 2 kids later, yeah, he will figure it out. He's very high maintenance, trust me. He will figure it out. So I'm telling you guys, real life, you worry about your family, your son, your daughter, yourself. You know, he was 20 hours from the Midwest to Texas, South Texas. Then he drove from Dallas, Texas to, yes, he got support. He loved that money though. You know how them young kids are, you know, 18 to about 25. They Instagram, man, right? Instagram model, you know, he could do training. He's had some brand deals, but it's not enough to make a lot of money, right? So in fact, I'm getting food to take back, right? Doing the tutorial. So we're in construction. I'm at about 45. We taking our time. There's been construction all summer. I will say this, as long as I've been making these videos, this is the most construction we have ever had. And it really plays havoc on beginning drivers, regular drivers, older drivers, younger drivers, because you panic because it takes 15 minutes to get through a construction zone. And you're like, sheesh, you know, like this big truck, I'm just gonna back off. I'm trying to maintain good speed. I went and got my fingerprints yesterday. Physical is good. All I got to do is turn in my paperwork to the government, and I'm good for 2 years. Every 2 years, instructors need to recertify, background check, pay your money to the state, turn in your paperwork. I have all those things, and I just need to get it. I think I got about 40 days left. I don't want my certificate to expire. So we're going to make a left turn. And I'm gonna merge in, and we don't want to tailgate this truck. You can tell these brakes are a little worn. They take a moment to stop. But life happens. You got to be ready. You know, if something happens to your mom or dad, you got to be able to get them to the hospital, pick up grandma, you know, help your cousin. I had to go to the airport to pick up my daughter, E. You saw that. You saw my twin, right? She has got a housing. She's in real estate. And I'm telling her, you need to go ahead and do a podcast and talk about home ownership. And, you know, home ownership, you know, 20, 25, 27, you got to get your credit right. You got to have a job. Okay. And then that's the only way you're going to get a home. So a lot of people want homes, but they don't have a job. They don't have an adequate down payment. So we're waiting, blinking yellow. I'm going to proceed. Here's my green. I turn by the double yellow. See that? That's a good turn. Now I got to get over to the right. I tell you all these things because without transportation, you wouldn't be driving. Without certifications, I have my driver's license. I have my chauffeur's endorsement. I have my state certified driver's license. It's a lot to do. And hey, you're just starting driving, you need to be following everything I'm doing. You need to be looking at all my videos. You need to be, you know, subscribing. And if you're serious, click the link in the bio, sign up for a coaching call. Okay. Sorry, I always hit the wrong button. Don't avoid driving. You need to sign up for a coaching call with me. I'm very chilled and relaxed. You sign up for a coaching call. It's through a Zoom or Google Meet. You'll be able to meet me, talk to me. We can set a plan for you. and then you could be driving, but it does take time. It's a commitment. See, I'm looking left and right. It's a commitment. Okay. I had several adults miss 3 or 4 drives. Okay, Shaquavi, I gotta call her, see how she doing. She learned about a month and a half ago. She passed her road test. Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn. Thank you, E. I appreciate everything you say, 100%. Okay, I'm gonna make this turn, and now we back to the slow driving, right? Just being slow through the neighborhood. I know, E, I've been busy too. Normally, I go live during the work and coming home, so that's about a good 2 hours of content. But I try to go live, when I can, talking about driver's ed. So I'm changing up the format a little bit. I'm trying to go more long view videos, right? Trying to go more long view videos, better titles, and so far it's good, but I'm still about 560,000 views a month. I was up to 820. So I believe because I'm doing less shorts, I'm doing less lives in the morning, live to work, live home, but I'm making better content and I'm learning. Okay. So we're just trying to take our time through the neighborhood and be patient. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get over. Right? Right? You see that orange Charger? Those things are fast. So look, I want to wish all of you a good day. We're going to edit this into some nice type of content for you. We'll break it down. I'm driving with Myles. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teen. All of you for coming on. I really appreciate you. And I will try to go live later. No driving for me today, but I got to work on the home, work on the studio, edit some videos. I did get the new computer build, the 9950 3DX. I got the chip. We got the new case, the Lin Lee SID01 case. I have the Asus motherboard, the Apex. I have G-Scale RAM. It's at 6000 DDR5. So I have some good components. I just need to put it together and I'll make a video on that. So I have the materials ready. So I just want to say thank you. And I look forward to talking to you guys later. I will go live at about 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Please join me then. Bye.